Good Sunday, fun day afternoon, YouTuberinos. Welcome back to another edition of the Thomas and
Haley Show.
In this episode of the Thomas and Haley Show, we are going to talk about the pros and cons with the Perkins braille writer and the voice note Apex or any other electronic note takers such as the Voice Note Apex, Braille Note Apex, Braille Sense. We're not limiting ourselves here. Would you like to greet the YouTuberinos, Hailey?
Hailey? That's my new name, apparently. Hello, folks. Chris? If I was Hailey, then that might be with an I or some sort.
Oh, my goodness, y'all. Ooh, what a good day so far.
All right.
What's up, folks?
All right. Well, back in the old days, back in my day, which is a long, long time.
You ain't that old, so you don't get to
You're not that old, Tommy, so don't even play that game, bro.
You said back in my... No, Thomas, if you're going to say that, you have to go, back in my day. or I would have to go, back in my days. Remember this?
Back in my day.
There you go.
So, guys, when I was a kid, when I went to elementary school, I had to carry the Perkins braille writer to school and home from school every morning, and it was very annoying and very heavy. I wish we had electronic braille note takers. Well, I mean, we did. We had the Braille and Speak, but in elementary school, I didn't even know.
We have the braille writer at the school, so you don't have to carry it.
So anyway,
he was speaking. Go ahead, Thomas.
Thank you. So I had to carry it from school and home from school every flipping day. And well, the one of the pros to the braille writer is, let's say if you have a Perkins braille writer and you lose power, well, obviously you don't have to worry about battery. You just need a bunch of paper. So that's one of the pros about having a braille writer. One of the pros about having a electronic note taker, such as an Apex or something else, is you don't have to worry about paper getting caught in the machine or you don't need paper. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. For me, I still use braille labelers. It's a better one, the one I used to have. It was a plastic one, which it was a piece of garbage.
Oh wow!
But I have more like a digital braille writer or braille labeler, so to speak. You need either a charger or batteries for it, where I can basically make labels for like my debit card number, because in order for me to read it, of course, or for the microwave, which there's not that many labels on it now because they fell off, but we'll fix that eventually. That's better than using like I described, the regular round plastic one, because it was annoying because you had to like rotate the circle thing and make sure you like pressed down the right letters. It was annoying. I did use I think it's called like a Braille Note Apex, I believe, back in middle school.
Oh wow!
There was only one device out of the whole school, so of course I couldn't use it the whole time. But when I did, that was pretty cool to use, because unlike a regular braille writer, you could actually go, oh shoot, I didn't mean to write this letter, let me click the backspace key and it'd be gone.
Right.
And you could still feel the braille on the edge of the machine. But with the braille writer, you're like, okay, I got it, press the 6-dotted symbol thing and forward it out, as they say, and then go to the next line, which was annoying. So, but using the Apex, that was cool to use.
Oh, that was
what else have I used? Oh, I also used I don't use it that much nowadays, but I used it, and I still have, I just don't use it now, the Braille Edge, which is a Braille display. It's the Braille Edge 40.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty cool to use. You can connect that by Bluetooth to your phone. You can connect it by a USB port with your laptop. It's pretty cool.
Right.
So, there's obviously a preference whether you rather use... I mean, sometimes I do miss using a regular brailer. I'm not even going to lie. Sometimes I do.
I definitely don't.
But there's sometimes that I do. But majority of the time, I was like, nah. I'm glad I know how to use a computer and have like the digital sense of braille and such. Yeah. So now, at the end of the day, it's just your preference.
One of the cons of having a Perkins braille writer is if you run out of paper, obviously you can't type anymore. Let's say if you're working on something. I don't know. Let's say if you're writing a story or writing a paper,
An essay.
whatever.
Anything, yes, anything.
And if you run out of paper, you can't proceed. Now, one of the cons of having a note taker, in Apex or a Braille Sense or whatever, is if you lose power and it's dead, obviously you cannot.
You can't use the thing, right?
And if it breaks, like for example, if one of the keys break off, it's not usable. So
unless if you set it off to get it fixed, which could take forever and a day. So yeah.
And $1,000.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, over $1,000.
Oh, good gracious.
Now, so for somebody with CP, like somebody who has cerebral palsy, carrying a braille writer, see my video talking about that. But for me, being 1.5-handed, and this might go for Chris too, but if we're one-handed, and they did have a Perkins braille writer that was adapted for people with special needs that affect their hands.
Yep.
And there was a one-handed brailler, a Perkins brailler. I did not like the Perkins brailler at all because of the heft. And we in my situation, or like in my I didn't have to carry it to and from school because I couldn't, and B, they had braille writers at the dorm. Oh. So they had braille writers at the dorm. So if they made you carry it to and from school every day, that's not cool, because they should provide you 2 braille writers, one for home and one for school.
I agree.
And they had and even in 2007, before I was introduced to Braille as a whole, I heard about the Perkins braille writers, but because of my CP, I could not use them. But I have adapted ways. I had adapted a technique. Again, see my video for that. But as far as Braille, my preferences, I prefer the lighter touch, like the Apex or the Braille displays. Yeah. Because it's a light touch, and I can feel what I'm doing, and it's sharper. The Braille is sharper as opposed to embossed Braille off of a Perkins. I can't feel it.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So, I cannot feel that. So
what about you, Chris? What do you have to say, sir?
Personally, to me, it depends on what you feel is best for you. Because I've tried them all, and the braille writer, ugh.
No, tell me about it. Tell me about it.
I like using the Apex reader and all that stuff you can connect to your devices, because it can actually translate it to a way where you can actually know what you're trying to say, and you get an audio idea of what you're actually saying. You ain't gotta go back and still read the braille on the paper and make sure you don't have incorrect letters or nothing like that.
That's a nice thing about the Apex. There is no paper.
Right.
There is no paper.
Exactly.
Oh, another thing that someone else could use if they would like to is the beautiful slate and stylus. Depends on which kind you get, really. Depends on which ones you get. I tried the ones where it was like the little mini square ones where you slide in like the little like index card into it.
I've never even seen one.
Well, I'm describing it to you what it looks like. That's basically what that version of that is. Or there's the one where it's the super long silver rectangle one where you can basically clip it to the top of the piece of paper and have all your cells and all that, then do it that way. To me, that takes longer. I like the other one better if I had to use
the slate and stylus, you're going way back, man. You're going way back.
Yeah, I've used a slate and stylus before. It's nice if you want to write like a short little message, but if you're trying to write like a paper of some sort, if this is way before I learned voiceover and such, I'd rather use a braille writer, thank you. Because it's a bigger piece of paper, you can write more, so yeah.
All right.
So
very nice. Well, guys.
Go ahead. For the listeners, if you are people like us who use a braille writer or Apex or anything else, share in the comments if you would like to of what you prefer to use and what your pros and cons are. I'm not saying pros and cars. What the hell? Yeah. Pros and cons are of use. Yes. And if you got suggestions or questions, leave those in the comments too.
If you have any car questions, just call 1-800-CAR-TALK. No.
Yes. Oh Lord.
All right, guys. Well, stay tuned for the video with the games that's coming up right after this. And if you guys have any, shut your face. If you guys have any, if you guys have a topic, like we always say, if you guys have a topic that you think we should talk about, leave your suggestions and your comments down below this video or any of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.
Stop.